Marlon said that you have the pulse of the NBA and you're always going, and I was asking you about charging your phone because you always have to be on. When do you sleep?
Sleep is to me, it's a ever evolving thing. I think at some points of the year, sleep is easier to come by than not. I mean, I try to get 6 hours for sure sometimes, you know, especially during the regular season. But, you know, there's always those points of the year. Trade deadline, free agency, draft, those are moments where you know you have to be on your phone any moment. You know your phone will ring, you know, you just never know. And so it comes and goes.
And I bet you can never put your phone on DND.
No. I have the loudest ringtone.
Really?
You'll see.
What is it?
And the longest ringtone ever. It's the dun 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 dun. It's that one. I wish I could hear that every night, you know.
That means that you are meant for this job.
You have to really immerse yourself in it, and that's what I've tried to do my whole life is I try to dive all the way 100% in, so.
Well, tell me about how you got started in the business.
I got started because I loved basketball and I loved writing, so I played basketball growing up. I got cut sophomore year of high school, and then once you get cut, it's like you have to figure out what you want to do. Because I want to still, like, I wanted to play in the NBA, and then those dreams get dashed like it does for many people. And then I loved writing too, so it's like you combine basketball, you combine writing. I started writing for a school newspaper, then I write for a blog, then I write, and it's a trickle-down effect. You know, you just keep with it. I didn't have any connections in the industry. My first summer league, 2013, I was deer in the headlights. I didn't know anyone, and it was definitely nerve-wracking. It was uncomfortable, but I think those uncomfortable moments definitely allowed me to, I think, find my footing, and you have to put yourself in uncomfortable positions to be able to get on the other side and get comfortable and find your place in whatever it is you're doing in life. I've been doing this since I was a sophomore in high school, really. So was that 16 years old? So I've been at it for like 15 years now.
Wow. And your rise to fame was so quick, and like I said, you were really young. So how do you think that shaped your life as opposed to maybe being a little bit older and having that? Because, you know, you're still kind of developing, your mind's still developing, everything's new. So how do you think that shaped the rest of your life?
I think the quality of like hard work and just stick.
Feeling like a great escape. I need a new drink, gold dogs don't change.
Season 3 is where to be. There are only 2 weeks left. Are you ready to show the city what you got? You'll have the opportunity soon. Just head over to the event center and show us what you're made of.
Game time, let's get it, MB. You were the top rookie last month.
word Celtics along with your issue and seat location to 55555. A member of our guest relations team will respond immediately. The National Basketball Association and the Boston Celtics are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures, entering the court or interrupting play, spectators engaging in such behavior.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. With Doris Berg, Greg Anthony, and Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And our special guest at the broadcast table for this one, the celebrated Shams Charania. Hey, Shams, thanks so much for joining us tonight. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Kevin, thanks so much. Always fun to hang out with you and all your crew and talk basketball.
All right, I've told Doris and Greg and David, just buckle up because we are going to be on a great ride with you. A moment now to check out some numbers for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. Great one out there with Jalen Duren. And it's Thompson in at the 3. And for the Celtics. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. The guards are Pritchard and White. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Shams, no team is going to run off titles like Boston did in the 60s. But these Celtics have a chance to win their share. What a great start for them.
An absolutely loaded roster. Everyone can defend. Everyone can shoot. They love the versatility they have on their team, and you have to be able to play multiple positions and be versatile to play on this team. It's hard to find a weak link, and it's really championship or bust in Boston.
And it feels so great for their coach, Joe Mazzulla. I know we'll get into that down the road. What a great job he's done.
A young coach who has really found his stride.
Thompson outside. Pass to the great one. A second chance effort. And Cunningham with a nice bucket inside.
And great effort by Cunningham. Those are found points there.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. We talked about how dialed in he is on Cade Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key is not to let him get into a rhythm early on. That might mean we have to throw different defenders at him. Maybe send them double teams, too. Everything is on the table tonight. We'll see what they come up with for Cade. Guys?
Thanks, David. And so it's Boston with it after the three-pointer from the great one. Back to Tatum. Clock at 6. And shot on the way. Duren pulls it in.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Ivy. And slam dunk by Ivy.
The assist.
And man, can Ivy fly. I mean, a big-time finisher.
Boston's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Pritchard coming off a solid outing against Miami. And here's Tatum for 3. Tatum with another miss.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Here's the great one. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Pass to Pritchard. Porzingis with the ball. Here's White. Hey, Shams, we know you've reported on so many big trades that did happen. Were there ever a few that were close to happening but may have fallen apart at the 11th hour?
I always wait until things are 100% confirmed, but listen, there's always a trade or two that's viewed as done but just does not happen, whether it sours, whether something falls apart. There's always one deal or two that falls apart at the trade deadline or in the offseason, but I try to wait as best I can and make sure that when I report, it is confirmed.
Outstanding. Pistons leading by 10. Here's Ivy. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
Assist goes to
Cunningham's got 3 assists in the game. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And a look at the recent power rankings. Some interesting stories here in the early part of December. You look at Indiana. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And I think for Detroit, they've started out slow. It's not for a lack of want to. It's just the way the roster is composed. They have as many questions on that roster as they have answers.
Now here's Tatum. And he's currently averaging more than 26 points a game. Such a force.
Just tremendous understanding and fundamental basketball by Jason Tatum in pick-and-roll action. Beautiful.
And things can get so intense when NBA rumors start flying, Shams. You know that. The teams are just kind of holding on sometimes for dear life. What is it like when you break a major NBA story, like you've done numerous times?
It's like when your heart skips a beat, Kevin. It's like when you feel like you are in such a rush and there's a surge of excitement that hits every particle of your body. Every profession obviously has a big payoff, but everything happens so fast. But when it happens, it makes all the hard work worth it, but it certainly brings a great feeling, and I definitely get goosebumps to this day.
You get goosebumps, but the hard work you put in to get that story, I know what you guys go through. It is amazing the hours you spend on it.
365, 24/7.
Here's Brown. After the made shot from the great one, Tatum passes to Pritchard. Tatum with a screen on Cunningham. Back to Tatum. A three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
And it's the great one missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Celtics trail by 12. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Off the mark. Had a chance to trim it to single digits.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
During the pass to the great one. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so it's Detroit with the ball. Launches a three. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
3 points.
Cunningham's got 4 assists now tonight.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Here's the great one, guarded by Tatum. The great one with the bucket.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Hey, Shams, no one is keyed on the league like you. Is there an under-the-radar trend that you're seeing around the NBA, or the next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
talking to executives around the league, it's clear that length has been very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of the utmost importance right now. We saw what happened with the Celtics winning a championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players that are playing heavy minutes for you, that are doing everything out there on the floor, not just one particular move.
Now here's White. He has yet to score.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Here's the great one. And Pritchard pulls it down. Celtics trail by 13. Over in the corner, White. Brown outside. Boston, no good that time either.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Good. 21 points for the great one.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
And typically, he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And misses it off the right side of the rim. Here's Boston now. Down by 15. Their last encounter was in Detroit, where they were able to handle the Pistons.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
I think they took tremendous satisfaction from that performance and ended up winning going away. So is it something they'll look to repeat tonight?
The first one falls.
You have to admire the growth of Jaylen Brown. He comes in as an attacking athlete. He's now a better passer, and he absolutely is a knockdown three-point shooter.
Al Horford, he's checked in for Boston. And a different look here for the Pistons. Paul Reed's checked in for Jalen Duren. Tobias Harris comes in for Asar Thompson. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Ivy. And Marcus Samuel. Subbed in for Cade Cunningham. And the influx of international players continues to just fill these rosters in the NBA. And Shams, it has truly become a global league.
It's truly a beautiful thing, right, Kevin? We want sports to bring people together, to really galvanize communities, no matter your ethnicity, no matter your gender, anything. And now I really feel we're breaking down a lot of barriers in the world.
And think, 3 of the top, 5-6 players, we got Doncic. We've got Porzingis, of course, who is such a nice player, but Antetokounmpo and Jokic. I mean, the names go on of key contributors to winning teams.
You have to make a case that the world team against the U.S. team, if they were ever stacked against each other, that would be a heck of a game.
You and I would pay for the ticket, wouldn't we? I would pay to watch that.
I'm willing and able to pay immediately, Kevin. Sign me up. When are we going?
I hope soon. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, coming out of high school at 6'0", Derek White didn't receive any full scholarship offers. He says it was humbling, but it drove me to get better. Each time you have the doubters, you just put a little chip on your shoulder. The 29th pick overall in 2017 has come a long way. Kevin, those chips are still there.
You're so right, David. Thanks. He's become a heck of a player. And the Pistons with possession here after Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Out to White. Fires the three. And it's the great one with the rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Puts up a deep three. Rebound, Boston. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Brown. Rebound by the Pistons.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
And you look at the way the league is moving now, Shams, are there less big trades than when you started or more?
Perhaps a little bit less, but listen, the league is trying to keep parity in this league and allow teams to be able to keep their homegrown stars. There's always going to be plenty of interest, and that level of interest, not only from players from competing teams, but fans' interest, it's never been higher.
And there's never any hesitancy, right? If a team feels they can get better, for whatever reason and however they do it, I don't think there's any hesitancy to pulling the trigger.
Particularly when you're on the cusp of potentially winning a championship or competing, whether it's competing for the playoffs, competing for a title. If you can make one move that takes you from point A to point B, teams and general managers want to do it.
Well said. Boston shooting pretty grave so far, about 23%. Picked by Horford. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Pritchard. Still scoreless. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Over in the corner, Sasser. Here's the great one. Takes the three. Horford with the rebound. So for the Pistons, their last game, a win against Milwaukee. Here's Pritchard. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Brown's shot is good.
Very aggressive in terms of looking for his shot. 9 attempts already, but only able to knock down 2.
Here's the great one, guarded by Horford. Celtics trail by 21. Here's Pritchard. That one, no good. So it's the Pistons now. Pass to the great one. Beyond the arc. Drills the three-pointer. The great one's got 34.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
And Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. And so is Detroit, cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And so far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a comfortable margin for the Pistons here, guys.
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Tatum and Horford man the post positions. Then it's Holiday, and it's Springer in at the 2. That's the Boston 5. Shams, with as often as you've interacted with front offices all over the NBA, have you noticed any changes with how franchises operate with both the players and the media and that relationship and where it may be headed.
Everything has to be more specialized now in the organization, but you're seeing true partnerships develop with teams and their players, especially their top players. And teams have to pay more attention now to data, to metrics than ever before. And the relationship between your top players in the organization, that is very, very important. And the teams that do a good job of managing relationships, of managing expectations, that is clearly what separates the elite teams with the bottom teams. And certainly players in today's generation are very, very polished when it comes to the media.
Oh, you framed that so well.
Well, the jump shot that Jason Tatum has is absolutely lethal. The form, the extension, everything is on point.
Ivy on the wing. Cunningham outside. Connects from three-point range. Cunningham's got 5 now.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players
making some changes here. Here's the great one, guarded by Tatum. Got that one up quick. That's 36 points for the great one.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Outside, White. Back to Tatum. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. Marcus Hesler's checked in for Cade Cunningham. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
The other thing that's gone exceptionally well for them tonight is the shooting they've displayed from beyond the three-point arc.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
It's blocked.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Late June, NBA free agency is such a busy time for you, Shams. During the start of that hectic period, walk us through your day. What's your life like? I've asked you this before in previous times you've been out here with us, but do you get any sleep?
I'm up 24/7 because the great part about free agency, Kevin, is you never know when you might get that call, you might get that text, when a player has committed, when a player has decided to go to a specific NBA team. That is what I live for. That's what I know the fans live for, and I'm one of those fans, so I want to make sure I know as well, and I'm able to inform in an appropriate, timely, responsible, and fair way, and accurately. So for me, there's not much wiggle room when it comes to sleep. I try to make up for it later. But NBA free agency, trade deadline, draft, those are time periods when I know I have to be on. I might be getting a call now, Kevin, actually.
Well, wait, I was just going to ask you. We're doing this game. I'm looking at your phone. It's lighting up. You're looking down. You're looking at the game. You're talking to me. You're doing two things at once.
I have to be multitasking at all times, Kevin. You know that.
Oh, it's the best. Boston making a switch here. Horford's checked in. The free throw off from the great one. Celtics trail by 21. Here's Pritchard. Detroit with the rebound. The great one's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Reed. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Al Horford. And Boston has possession. Pass to Cornette. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
This is not the big guy you want to foul. Kristaps Porzingis, an excellent free throw shooter.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Well, it was the Boston Celtics winning their last game against the Miami Heat. Hardaway kicks to Holland. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Here's Porzingis. That one, no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's the 3. Sinks the triple.
24.
The Great Ones got 43 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Outside, White. Pass to Pritchard. Shoots from 12. And it's the Great One with the rebound. The Great Ones got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The screen from Brown. Here's Porzingis. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Yes, that goes in. Reed's got his second bucket of the night.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Pass to Cornette. And here's Porzingis. Here's Pritchard. He's covered by Sasser, the 10-footer. And he comes up with the deuce.
How about the assist coming off the deck? What a pretty bounce pass.
Detroit dictating the flow. Here's the Great One. The 3. A three-pointer is right on target. The Great One's got 48.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Oh, wasn't that wonderful? Easy to see why Shams has so many sources around the game. He's so easy to talk to.
Yeah, it's all about relationships at the end of the day. When the conversations come easily, that suits his purpose as a reporter.
Kristaps Porzingis a tough cover. This guy knows he can make threes. Now you get inside the lane and look out.
And it's the Great One missing.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Cornette. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. .23 seconds left in the first half. Now here's Brown. He's tightly guarded. Shot clock at 3 from downtown. Rebounded by Hardaway. Out to the right wing. Here's Holland. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Hardaway has got his third assist on the night.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
And so is Detroit with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll return shortly.
77.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for the Detroit Pistons.
I mean, their offensive rebounding When you give yourself more chances to score points, the math is pretty simple, Arnie.
Yep, they're eating up those misses. Speaking of, when do we roll out the snack table?
And looking at the players of the month, here are the winners from each conference. In the Western Conference, Luka Doncic.
We saw plenty of Luka magic over this stretch. He is quite simply must-see 2K TV. And not just here in the U.S. He's an international icon, kind of like you, Shaq.
I know you don't know what that feels like, Kenny, but believe me, it's satisfying.
Oh, see, I gave you a props, and then you go at me like that?
You don't even have a passport.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been Great One.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
On the floor for Detroit, the backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. Asar Thompson is out there with the Great One, and it's Duren in at the 5 spot. Again, what an avalanche!
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Over in the corner, White. Brown wide open, he fires. Good on the triple. Brown's got 13 points.
That three-point shooting sets up every aspect of Jaylen Brown's game. What a pretty shot.
Cunningham passes to the Great One. And another one falls. Amazing.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Brown outside. Pass to Tatum. Launches it. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Yeah, they've shown effort and a...
Oh!
My goodness.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. And a miss there on the triple. Pistons have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. The Great One passes to Duren. Pass to the Great One. Goes up on the wing. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
The assist.
Thompson's got his 4th assist in this one.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Porzingis sets the pick for White. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Obviously, the Pistons in the midst of a long rebuild. 2 seasons in a row at the bottom of the league standings. Last season, they had the worst record in this once-proud franchise's history. That counts the record-setting 28-game losing streak that they had. It's pretty clear that this could be a long road back to redemption. Kevin?
Yeah, could is the operative word. This could be indeed. David, thank you. And stolen by Tatum. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Pritchard. Rebound by the Pistons. Duren's got 11 rebounds in the game. You know, Doris, from the moment Jason Tatum entered the NBA, he has been the guy on his team. How big a burden do you think that is for a player to carry?
Well, Jason Tatum, regardless of how much responsibility he has always worn it gracefully. This young man, from the time he was a little kid in St. Louis, has dreamed of leading an NBA team. He is doing exactly that.
Tatum on the wing. Defended by Duren.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
Goes back up. The Great One with the bucket. The Great One's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
And White kicks to Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. The 3 from Tatum. And he gets it back. Drilled from 11 feet out. Tatum's got 23.
Now that mid-range jumper is so on point. Jason Tatum is a 3-level scorer.
Pass to Ivy. Cunningham, a screen on White. Fires for 3. Ivy with the bucket.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Boston's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Here's Pritchard, still without a basket. Brown, no good.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
And using that quickness to maneuver around the paint that time. What a play from Ivy.
Tatum passes to White. Fires the three. Rebounded by the Pistons.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Got that bucket in no time at all. The great one's got 60.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
To halt the run. Rebound by the Pistons. Cunningham's got 5 rebounds tonight. The great one passes to Cunningham. Good on the three-point shot. Cunningham's got 13 points.
And defense has to guard Cade in the corner. He will take and make that shot.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Brown against Thompson. Brown kicks to Porzingis. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Porzingis has gone only 3 of 10 here from the floor. Here's the great one. And good! He hits it again. That's 62 points. 62!
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Outside Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. Outside White for the three. And it's the great one with the rebound.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside. And taking full advantage.
Pritchard passes to Tatum. To end the drought. And that's 2 points on the layup. Tatum's got 9 points here in the second half.
When you allow Jason Tatum to build momentum offensively, it can be a scary night.
Takes a shot at the elbow. And it's White with the rebound. White's got 5 rebounds tonight. Tatum with it. Now defended by Cunningham. Detroit's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Pass to the great one. The three-pointer no good.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Brown no good. And, well, Detroit shooting impressively throughout at 62%. And Duran slams it in.
It's like Ivy has that sixth sense of where his teammates are on the floor.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Pass to Pritchard. And White kicks to Brown. Buries the long-range jumper. Brown's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Boston. Cunningham passes to the great one. Shoots the 3. Rebound by the Celtics. Brown with it. Now defended by Cunningham. Right wing. Here's Pritchard. Duran pulls it in.
With him scoreless in the latter part of this one, it's awfully hard to come back.
Yep, that one goes. Cunningham's got 15 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Tatum's shot is off. And here are the Pistons. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. Pass to Ivy. Now, here's Cunningham. Here's the great one. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. 66 points for the great one.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Here's Pritchard. Hasn't made one yet. Brown, and finished off by Brown.
Yeah, Brown makes himself the best option in the pick and roll there. That's beautifully done.
Doris, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously, this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes, they led the league in attempts. But obviously, your two best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that.
Pass to Duran. 6 on the shot clock. A 3-ball. The great one with the bucket.
He tore it up from downtown in the first half. Now hits this one. Dangerous shooter, guys.
The open shot by Tatum. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Tatum's got 27 points.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
Here's the great one. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
That one drops for him.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Porzingis with a screen on Cunningham. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
This is a quarter he'd rather forget. This guy just can't seem to get the lid off of that bucket.
Here's the great one. Pulls in another board. He holds in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass. And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Outside, Porzingis. Brown outside. Nice ball movement by Boston. The kick out to Tatum. Pritchard passes to Brown. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Detroit's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Here's the great one. Non-stop scoring machine here. 13 feet away. No good that time.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons able to put on a show for the ages. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And just true artistry right there.
And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
Okay then, that's how we stand on business. You want to grab burrito?
Yeah, grab me one.
Okay, see you there. NYC, baby. The stars are out.
He in the
Say what's
house.
up to Spike.
You know MP came ready to play.
MP, what up, man? I like your game.
Man, Mycareer Bridges, man, that means a lot to me, man. I appreciate that, for real.
But don't get it twisted up. Yeah, I'm not going to take it easy on you.
You already know, I know that. But, hey, I do want to see if you want to do a jersey swap after the game.
That's easy. Come on.
All right.
Okay. I like that confidence.
Yeah, you already know.
We'll see after the game, man.
All right.
Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And out on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. Now a look at Detroit's starting lineup. Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. Then there's Jalen Duren. Then it's Asar Thompson. And it's the great one in at the power forward position. And for the Knicks, they've got Karl Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby out there with Mikal Bridges. Then there's Jalen Brunson, and it's Kolek in at shooting guard. Well, Grant, this is not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
So Detroit will get the first possession. From deep three-point land. The great one can't get it to go. And the Knicks with possession. Their last encounter was in Detroit, where they were able to handle the Pistons.
And in the last meeting, they were the better defensive team. They were the disruptors, causing turnovers all over the place.
Yeah, guys, I watched the film of that one, and they had great activity defensively. They need that again tonight.
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. The Knicks went all in this summer, trading with their rivals, the Brooklyn Nets, for Mikal Bridges in reuniting a core that won collegiate championships together. They hope to replicate that success at this level. And now with perhaps the league's top defensive wing tandem, they'll have a chance.
Oh, big-time move. Shams, appreciate the report.
Well, you can count on Towns to finish with strength anytime he has the chance.
Here's the great one. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Inside, here's Bridges. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson.
Yeah, relentless worker. Bridges, so tough inside.
Ivy outside. First quarter, just over a minute played. Here's the great one. He drops it from range. The great one's got 5 now. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Brunson misses.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Here's the great one. And the 3 off target. The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Bridges. The rebound by Detroit. Now here's Cunningham. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Duran with a screen on Bridges. Here's Thompson. Towns with a rebound. To the middle. Uses the glass on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's the great one. He played a great game against Boston. Fires from deep. Fires in the triple. The great one's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And I'll tell you what, that's what being unselfish is all about. Ivy finding the open man.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Kolek. Here's Bridges. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Thompson outside. Now Duran, covered by Towns. Here's the great one. And it's Brunson with the rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Bridges misses. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. The great one can't get it to go.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going. When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
And the shot goes down. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Brunson passes to Anunoby. Back to Brunson. Towns on a screen from downtown. New York again can't hit. Detroit leading by 3. Pass to the great one. Goes up on the wing, and that one drops. The great one's got 10.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
And it's Bridges with the jam.
All talent there from Bridges.
14. Detroit has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Cunningham passes to the great one. Bridges on the double. The great one. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. He's got 12.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Outside Anunoby. Pass to Bridges. To the left side wing. Cunningham against Brunson. No good. And that makes him 0 for 3. Now here's Duran. Fade away. And again, it's Detroit.
Oh, man. They have really heated up from mid-range.
Knicks trail by 7. Here's Bridges. The rebound by Detroit. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now. And, Coach, how about the Thompson twins making their impact felt in the 2023 draft?
Yeah, Brian, we've seen twins in the NBA before, albeit not very often. But these two made history that draft day, becoming the first pair of twins to be selected in the top 5 of the same draft.
Detroit leading by 9. Here's the great one. And again, it's Detroit.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Three-pointer, Bridges. Again, the miss by Bridges.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course, that one was just crazy.
Thompson scanning the floor. Here's the great one. Pure from three-point range. The great one's got 21 points in the game.
Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And after an outstanding month of games, he's earned this honor, your Eastern Conference Player of the Month.
From the arc, and that confidence from deep range has kept him and his teammates really fired up lately.
Towns finds Bridges. Floats one up.
No question who's in control of the board so far.
Here's Thompson, and Detroit again with the bucket.
He's looking very confident so far. The defense is going to have to account for him.
Who's watching here?
Outside Anunoby. Pass to Brunson. Clock at 6. And he can't bank that one in.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Here's Thompson. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for him right now.
And Kolek gets it to go.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the 3.
Shoots from the baseline. Shot's good by the great one. The great one's got 23.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Here's Kolek. Ivy defends. Pass to Kolek. To the paint. Second chance effort. Brunson misses.
Well, he can't get anything to go right now. It's time to look at affecting the game in other ways.
Thompson passes to the great one. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Kolek. Knicks trail by 17. Pass to Anunoby. Here's Brunson. Let's go with a 3. And it's Brunson again missing.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots. Better selection. You have to be set up for success.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching. A perfect game plan.
Pass to Towns. Shoots over Duran. New York again can't hit. The Pistons lead by 20. Here's the great one. Puts up a 3. The shot misses. Here's Bridges. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Bridges has got 8 points.
Yeah, picking his spots. Bridges does a great job of letting the game come to him.
Here's the great one. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. And the Pistons lead by 21.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Duran with a steal. Pass to the great one. A little mid-range shot is up. And Anunoby pulls it down. New York has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown. Here's Bridges, and he sinks the 11-footer. 10 points for him.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
Here's Kolek. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Down low. And he can't jam it through.
He's going to hear from his teammates after that one. Not quite sure what happened.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Pass break, New York. Here's Bridges. And he drops it in from the low post.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Right at the free throw line. That one's wide left. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for New York. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Hornets.
In this league, you have to stay active at both ends of the floor. I thought their lackluster defense was the difference in the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Well, the Pistons have struggled despite the improvement of their young cornerstone, Cade Cunningham. He said, quote, "This league rewards winning. People are going to say everything I'm doing is empty and meaningless until I win games. That's what I plan on doing, and once I do that, all the other stuff will come with it." Guys?
That's a great perspective to keep right there, Allie. Thank you.
Well, his lack of offensive contribution has definitely been felt tonight. They could have used way more from him.
Oh, they get a hand on it. And up the court come the Pistons on the break. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The great one can't get it to go. And the Knicks shooting 33% in the first quarter. From the arc. And Brunson with the bucket on the assist from Bridges.
And you can't forget to guard these corner spots, or guys like Brunson will hurt you.
Here's Cunningham. Makes the most of the high percentage shot.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
We're at the end of the first, and what a blowout already in this one. Detroit on top, opening up a huge gap. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And it's Detroit with the ball. Cunningham on the wing. Brunson defending. Here's the great one. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Knicks trail by 16. Pass to Bridges. Three-pointer. And Cunningham pulls it down. And the Pistons shooting efficiently. 50% so far. Shot's good by the great one. The great one's got 35.
And for a younger guy, Cunningham's vision is impressive. He's always watching the floor.
Cunningham against Brunson. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Thompson. Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
Robinson, he's checked in for New York. Stan, your coaching career started in the 1980s. How are players different today versus then?
Well, look, players have always shared one thing. They want to be the best that they can be, and they want to win games. But the players now are bigger, faster, stronger, and more skilled. The rules have changed, so the game's a little bit less physical, particularly at the NBA level, but the players are just better.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
A nice shot by Ivy.
Oh, one of the better attackers of the rim. Ivy will not be stopped.
Outside Anunoby. Back to Brunson. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Bridges passes to Towns. Bridges outside. Pass to Brunson. Outside Anunoby. Launches it. Rebound Detroit. Thompson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's the great one. Launches it from deep. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, he's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Right side Robinson. To the inside, Bridges.
Wow!
And how about the hops Bridges has? Showing off some there with the slam.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G slam cam. Here's Cunningham. 15 in his last outing. Pass to the great one. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Detroit.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
New York has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. And here's Anunoby. Left side Robinson. Towns outside. The 3 knocks it down from distance. Towns has got his second basket of the night.
Well, that's the thing about Towns. You hit a 3, and it's the big man who gets revenge on the other end.
Inside. Here's the great one. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. The great one's got 45 points.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Outside Anunoby. 1:25 left to play in the first half of basketball.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
And the Pistons shooting about 45% during the second quarter. Here's the great one. Count it. The great one's got 47 points.
His big night continues. He is fueling this lead.
Outside Anunoby. Back to Brunson. Over Cunningham. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 11 rebounds in the game. Ivy passes to Duren. Here's the great one. Beyond the arc. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Outside Anunoby. It's Bridges on the wing to end the run. Blocked!
Yeah, anytime you put the ball up near Duren, there's a chance it ends up back in your face. It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
Here's Brunson. An easy 2 on the layup. Brunson's got 11 points.
Now, he may only be 6'1", but Brunson plays much bigger than that. I mean, he plays with a physicality.
Here's the great one. And yes, another basket.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. With 1 on the clock. He can't hit that time. And so it's the Detroit Pistons building a mountain of a lead, up 31 points as this quarter concludes. Defense is setting the tone. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Thanks for joining us for this fun-filled burst of basketball bliss. teams across the league.
Check out the Pistons. I think we know at this point how good this team can be, and that is not very good, Ernie.
Look at Kenny over here reading like a third grader. Hard to disagree, but this team is bunk.
Bunk?
Bunk?
I said it. Bunk.
Bunk? Hey, define bunk.
It's a dunk, but a bad dunk. Bunk.
Ooh. And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first half performance for the Detroit Pistons. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. They've got Jalen Brunson. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Kolek in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. The Pistons shooting a terrific 58% from the floor. Well, Coach, it's been discussed a lot, but the Detroit Pistons set a record in 2023 that no one wants to match.
Well, that's for sure, B.A. No franchise wants to suffer through a 28-game losing streak. They thought that team had potential, but they just never found their footing early on, and then things just snowballed on them.
And the call will be against Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul of the game. Towns passes to Anunoby. Out to the wing. Brunson against Cunningham. 5 on the clock. Brunson with the bucket.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
4-3. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. Let's have a look at the early favorites to compete in this year's three-point contest. Many of the top shooters in the league.
Most of these guys are going to collect a ton of votes. And if this is who makes the final cut, then it's going to be a year to remember.
Well, you look at Brunson. He's right on the cusp of securing his spot in the three-point contest. So I hope those votes keep pouring in because he's a guy you'd love to see in the mix.
Yeah, if he can make it in the door, you know he will do everything he can to win the whole thing. And it'll be a lot of fun to watch.
And as we continue to count the votes, we'll update you on any changes to the list. No matter who is in it, though, it's going to be fun.
Maybe this is the year we see a perfect score. Who knows? I'll be sure to be locked in on all of All-Star Weekend, especially the three-point contest.
New York has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The great one in the last game against the Celtics just played phenomenal. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? He was a force of nature in that game. He made the opposition look utterly helpless.
Outstanding, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on, see if he can't replicate that performance.
For Detroit, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Ivy's shot is off.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Here's Towns. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Here's the 3. New York again can't hit. The Pistons shooting has been great, 57%, and finding ways to score consistently. Ivy finds Duren. Lets it go from deep. The great one can't get it to go. And New York shooting a low 29% since halftime. Here's Kolek. Crafty move. Deflected. And the Pistons pushing it up now. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
The great one can't get it to go. for New York. They've gone cold here in this third quarter, just 3 of 9. Now Brunson, 13 points in the game. No good on the triple.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's Cunningham. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Thompson's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, that's where Cunningham does his best work, from the free throw line down.
Here's Kolek. Ivy defends. And here's Brunson from the arc. Duren with a rebound. And so Cunningham will bring it up for Detroit. Pass to the gray one. Got it. Good job in the low post. The gray one's got 59 points.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Bridges misses. The Pistons have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. And Mikal Bridges, still one of the better wing defenders in the league, Greg.
Yeah, he's so great at pestering a shooter. Good lateral movement and wingspan makes him hard to get around. He might not be the best in the league, but he is well above average.
Towns on a screen. Brunson against Cunningham. Detroit. Here's the great one. Non-stop scoring machine right here. From deep. Hits yet again. Wow.
And with this tremendous night, he is tied for second most 60-point games in a season.
What a year he's having. Game after game, being able to score so effortlessly. Truly remarkable. Ivy with the ball, and it's Brunson picking him up. Ivy passes to Cunningham, and again, it's Detroit.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
Cunningham's gotten all 3 of his shots to fall. 3 for 3. It's Bridges on the wing to win the drought. And that's 2 points on the layup. Bridges has got 21 points in the game.
You got to enjoy watching Bridges take over. Games like this prove how lethal he can be.
Here's the great one. Nice shot from the wing.
They're leaning on him heavy, and he's responding. He can carry the load.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance. And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Pass to Cunningham. Here's the great one. Wing shot on the way. It's rebounded by New York. Brunson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the paint. Here's Towns. Back to Brunson. Doesn't go that time. Cunningham with some nice D. And now the Pistons in transition.
And when you talk about Ivy, his explosiveness really stands out, especially when he's running the floor.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the...
Substitution on the court.
And Detroit has possession. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Setting the floor for Detroit. Simone Fontecchio out there with Holland. Then there's Marcus Sasser. Then there's Cunningham. And it's the great one in at the 5, roaming the paint. Pass to Robinson. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Brunson's got assist number 8 here already in the game.
132-73.
Here's the great one. Robinson defending. The great one can't get it to go.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots. Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
132-73.
From behind the arc. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Brunson. Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. It can get ugly really fast if things don't work out.
Here's the great one. And again, unable to change momentum here. New York has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Outside Robinson. Pass to Brunson. Now Towns. Shot clock at 6. Here's Kolek. Three-pointer off the mark.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit 1 from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Lets the 3 fly. The great one can't get it to go. And the Knicks shooting 36% for the game. Not great. Anunoby passes to Brunson. Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City, playing the game with passion.
Substitution on the court.
.119 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Pistons.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year.
And this is an even matchup, 1-1 on the season series with 2 left to play.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for the great one.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
The Pistons have had quite a few high lottery picks of late, Stan. However, they haven't had much success yet.
Well, Brian, you know, sometimes it takes a lot of time. Some teams will come together quicker. Some players and some teams need more time to develop. Detroit's just got to keep adding to what they have and continuing to develop the players that are already in their system.
And a great fan base in Detroit, starving for victories.
One positive takeaway, at least they're finally showing signs of life out there.
Yeah, a loss stings a little less if you at least feel like you put up a fight, but only a little less.
Connects again from distance.
Another 3 for him. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
Well, he's just pouring it on, and he's tied for the 5th most triples ever in a single game. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. So we see the Pistons taking the W here. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and...
Okay, MP. I didn't know you was nice like that. Hey, you deserve this jersey.
Thanks, man. You're definitely the toughest defender I've had so far.
Appreciate that.
Appreciate it. Here you go.
Here you go, man.
Good luck.
Appreciate it.
Keep doing your thing, man.
Hey, got to.
What I'm talking about. Be careful. MP. All right, baby. Let's get down.
At center, 7 foot, number 21, Gillette.
And a good Thursday evening to you. 2K Sports presents the NBA. And Richard, these teams both look to impose their will on the backboards.
Kevin, that battle inside is not for the faint of heart. A little furniture moving inside, if you know what I mean. That's just part of it.
And here we are in the quarterfinals. MP's very pleased to be here. But he knows the job is not done yet.
Oh, yeah, and MP wants it all. From the start of this competition, he told us he is all in on winning this thing, and he's 3 wins away from reaching that goal.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. Duran out there with the great one, and it's Thompson in at the 3 spot. Cunningham on the wing. He's covered by Maxey. Cunningham's shot is off. George against Duran. George, no good. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. The great one with the bucket.
As a playmaker, Ivy has an interesting upside. If he continues to develop those skills, he'd only increase his value.
Now, here is George. Turned in an outstanding game against Chicago. The 76ers again can't hit it. For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Cunningham. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
They've come out strong, 3 of their first 4 to start the game.
George dishes to Embiid. Shot to stop the run, and Embiid throws it down.
No stopping Embiid inside. He is a beast.
Cunningham against Maxey. 17-foot shot on the way. Again, the Pistons score.
Out to a hot start. 4 makes and 5 shots to begin this ball game.
And there's the drive. Got a piece of it.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink 1 of their first 5 shots.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Pass to Yabusele. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks. Well, the Sixers this summer signing Paul George to create a star trio, along with the great value signings around the edges. Philly is widely regarded as one of the league's most improved rosters. And guys, this team is poised to compete with the league's best. They have a big 3, and they have a real chance now to win a championship.
No doubt about it. We appreciate the update. Thanks, Shams. He's perfect from the line this time. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to the great one. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. The great one's got 9.
That's just good fundamentals from Cunningham. When a guy is that open, you got to get it to him.
Oubre kicks to Maxey. Wide open. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets are always the result of that extra effort.
Thompson passes to Duran. Here's the great one. Thompson outside. Nice ball movement by Detroit. The shot by Ivy, no good. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers, trailing by 5. Embiid with a screen on Cunningham. Maxey kicks to Embiid. The shot by George, wide open. Nailed from three-point land.
And George is a phenomenal catch-and-shoot player. Measuring the shot before receiving the pass, you can't guard that.
Cunningham sets a screen for Ivy. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now, here's Oubre. Scoreless thus far. Maxey against Cunningham. Shot clock at 5. The 76ers need to get off a shot. That's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You look at Phoenix. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And checking out Detroit, they're happy with this latest stretch of games. This is the time of year for optimism. At this point, anything is possible.
The 76ers trail by 5 on the wing, George. From outside, off the mark.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
And the shot is good. And now that's 11 points for the great one. You know, Greg, there was a bit of a rough patch with this team's chemistry not too long ago. That seems to have been put behind them now.
And I think MP stepped up and helped smooth the transition, right? He empathized with where the fracture was coming from and made sure the team stayed on the same page. That's great leadership from the young star.
So it's Detroit now. 76ers getting the bucket. Here's the great one. Off target from outside. Cunningham against Maxey. Duran pulls it in.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Here's the great one. And that one is stuffed right through.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here's Oubre. No scoring in this one. And they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Here's the great one. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Inside. Hook shot on the way. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Maxey. 33 points last game. Pass to Embiid. Down low. Here's Yabusele.
And that's the thing about a superstar like Embiid. He does have a score-first mentality, but he trusts his teammate. He knows when to make the right pass.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels him.
Now, here's Maxey. Oubre passes to Yabusele. That 3 off the mark. Pistons leading by 9. Pass to Duran. Over to the wing. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Oubre against Ivy. Oubre kicks to Maxey. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
A physical scoring guard. Maxey is at home on the inside.
For 3. The great one with the bucket. The great one's got 20.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Embiid finds Maxey. To the inside. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. Detroit with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. In the corner, Ivy with it. And the bank shot is good. Ivy's got 5.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Embiid, and the layup's good off the glass.
Right there, you see how fluid Embiid is. Great body control. I just love the way he plays.
Ivy again through Gray. Pass to the great one. Lets the 3 fly. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
3 points.
Thompson's got 4 assists in the game.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Now, here's Maxey. And he's currently averaging more than 26 points a game. Such a force. Oubre passes to Yabusele. Lets it go from deep. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 11.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully, that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Bangs home the trifecta. And it's now 26 points for the great one.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Pass to the great one. From deep three-point land. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And the layup falls. The great one's got 28 points for the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Andre Drummond's checked in for Embiid. Kenyon Martin Jr. comes in for Yabusele. Gordon's checked in for George. And Kyle Lowry subbed in for Oubre. And a different look here for the Pistons. All Reed's checked in for Duran. Harris comes in for Asar Thompson. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Ivy. And Marcus Sasser subbed in for Cade Cunningham.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The great one in that last game against New York was outstanding. He had an impressive number of points, and as his team has come to expect, he was a major factor from deep. Totals like that put him in rarefied company. A game for the ages. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
You know, there was a time when three-point shooting was a liability for Lowry, but the guy has put in the time, and now he is a solid option from deep.
Shoots. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Here's Gordon. Knocks it down from 7 feet.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Pass to the great one. From deep. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
And you talk. The ball just goes in. It's as simple as that.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
What I love most about Maxey is his aggressive attitude. When he's out there, he keeps his foot on the gas pedal.
First trip to the line for him here.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
Shoot 2.
First one falls for him. Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. Maxey hits them both.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Pistons leading by 10. Here's Sasser. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now here's Embiid. Another key contributor to that nice win against Chicago.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And so it's Detroit with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. The defensive work they've done against Paul George has been a big factor. He hasn't done anywhere near the kind of damage we expected. We come back right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Pistons.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
We've got Gordon. Martin is out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Lowry. And it's McCain in at the 2. That's the group. Philadelphia to start the second quarter.
Oh, what a dunk by Embiid. He's just doing big man things the way big man should.
Here's the great one. Fires away from way outside. And the rebound goes to Martin.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Now here's Gordon. 11-point game. Here's Embiid. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And it's Harris with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. Pass to Hardaway. Three-pointer. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Oh, excellent preparation from Hardaway Jr. Primed to attack.
Outside Lowry. Up top Embiid. To the paint. Trying to find Martin. He's got it now. It's hauled in by Harris. Pistons leading by 14. Here's the great one. From outside the arc. He doesn't hit that one. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's McCain. Nothing on the board. No good on the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's the great one. Good D by Embiid.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Yep, it goes, and the Piston lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Kyle Lowry. The Pistons have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here's the great one. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. The great one's got 5 points in the quarter.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
And finished off by Martin.
Oh, good execution there. Lowry with a pinpoint pass.
Here's Sasser. Lowry covering. Back to Sasser. And it's Fontecchio in the corner. 5 to shoot. Unloads. And the rebound goes to Martin.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Now here's Gordon. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the D-cell the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Here's McCain after the made shot from the great one. No good from outside. Pistons leading by 14. To the wing on the left. Takes a 3. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. The great one's got 40 points.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
Now here's Embiid. He has 6. Up again. They shoot again. And it's the great one with the rebound. The great one's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Sasser. And the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
Martin inside. Harris is there. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Lowry dishes to Embiid. Carries it from 3-point range. Embiid's got 9 points.
You must respect Embiid's range as a defender. He'll make you pay every chance he gets.
Here's the great one. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. The 76ers trail by 16. Pass to Gordon. And it's Fontecchio with the rebound. Detroit's gotten half their shots from 3-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. To the middle. The great one with the bucket. The great one's got 42 in the game.
I like the dish from Hardaway Jr., proving once again he's a team-first player.
Lowry passes to Embiid. All alone. That falls. Nice speed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got his 3rd assist on the night. And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And the Pistons. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Pistons lead by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out. And just to throw you guys a little curveball here, what's your take on the alternate floor designs teams are using these days?
It's different, that's for sure. Now, if you're watching TV, you know, it jumps out at you. But the players on the court don't even notice it.
That's because you're always looking up at everybody, Kenny. Always knew what the floor looked like.
Talking Pistons now. Close game so far for them.
Their offense is running like a machine there, Shaq. I mean, they're making calculated decisions, kind of like all of those degrees you have. Calculated degrees, very consistent approach, man. I'm telling you, man, just like you.
Yeah, you can't speed them up or slow them down.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been one outstanding game from the Great One.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. Asar Thompson is out there with the Great One, and it's Duren in at center. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you. Tyrese Maxey has stepped up into a starring role with the 76ers. He says, these guys have the ultimate confidence in me, all the way from the organization down to the players. So I can just go out there and be aggressive, play my game, even through mistakes. It's all part of extraordinary growth for the guard. Kevin?
Yeah, thanks. He is rewarding their faith. And I love his statement on growth. He's always looking to expand. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Yet another bucket.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Down low, here's Jan Saler.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team. Shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
There's a good screen. Three-pointer. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan. But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Maxey, no good.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Cunningham passes to the Great One. The rebound by Paul George. George has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Oh, good on that one. Good D by Thompson. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Cunningham outside. Here's the Great One, guarded by Embiid. The Great One, nice follow through on the fadeaway. The Great One's got 12 points in just the second half. The 76ers trail by 11. Oubre outside, back to Maxey. Embiid is at the elbow, shoots over Duren. Embiid, no good. The Pistons have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Here's the Great One. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Oubre, a screen on Cunningham. Another miss by Philadelphia.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Philadelphia has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. And here's Maxey. He's got 7. to Embiid. Rebound by the Pistons. Duran's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's the great one. No good off the front iron.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Here's Maxey, and it's blocked. There's the lob to Duran. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. The 76ers trail by 16, and we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. A different look here for Detroit. Tobias Harris is checked in for Jalen Duran. Fontecchio's coming in for Thompson. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Jaden Ivey. Hardaway against Oubre. Maxey looking it over. Can they get it? The 76ers again can't hit it.
More than a few bad breaks for him this quarter. He's struggling, and the team is following suit on the scoreboard.
And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
He's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
Pass to Yabusele. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And the dunk by Embiid.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Cunningham kicks to Hardaway. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Hardaway has got 5 points so far.
A power move by Hardaway. Not just a jump shooter, folks, though he does like that jump shot.
Here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
They grabbed their own miss. The big man Embiid converts inside.
And how about that reach of Embiid, using those long arms to just gobble up second chance opportunities.
Here's Harris. Lays it up off the glass. Harris has got his second basket of the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Embiid, no good. Detroit leading by 16. Here's the great one. Tries from 10. And again.
And his tear continues. Another 60-point game. I've never seen anything like this.
And now has the record for the games in a row. Pass to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. It's a 16-point game.
This team wants Maxey to have the ball in his hands. He is a great decision maker that gets better every year.
The great one passes to Fontecchio. Here's the great one from past the arc. And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Maxey passes to Yabusele. Now Embiid driving in, and Embiid throws it down.
Yeah, you better make a business decision and get out of that way. Barreling through, you better clear the way for Embiid.
Here's the great one. Rebound by the 76ers. Oubre passes to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Here's the great one. Guarded by Embiid. The 76ers trail by 13. And here's George for three. The offensive rebound. No good with the layup. Detroit's gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. Here's the great one. Detroit, no good that time either. Philadelphia's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Oubre outside. Kicks it out to Maxey. That's good, and it's Embiid with the assist. Embiid's got 4 assists in the game. Pistons leading by 10. Cunningham dishes it to Harris. Cunningham sets a screen for Harris. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Harris has got 5 points now this quarter. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Andre Drummond's... We'll have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Hey, guys. During the last timeout, I listened to Nick Nurse talk to his team. Coach not happy with the team. He told them, come on, we have to value the basketball. We're just giving it away. We'll see if they listen. Guys?
Thank you, David. Gordon out there with Martin. And there's Jackson. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Lowry in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Ivy with the bucket.
He's a big combo guard, and Ivy plays with no fear in there.
The 76ers trail by 13. Lowry finds Embiid. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. With the league's 65-game rule, Joel Embiid might have trouble making another All-NBA team.
Yeah, he's only reached that 65-game mark twice in his career. But he's still a lock to make the Hall of Fame, Kevin, because of how dominant he is when he plays. And look, he's already got an MVP.
Here's the great one. Knocks down the 3-ball.
I mean, no comment, but this is just unreal.
Gordon against Thompson. Gordon kicks to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. The 19-foot shot. Another miss by Philadelphia.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Lowry passes to Embiid. There's the lob to the hoop, and finished off by Martin.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Here's the great one. He got it again. Sensational.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Gordon against Thompson. Here's Embiid. Bank shot, no good. Detroit leading by 17. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. The shot by Lowry, no good.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Good, that's another bucket. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Thompson against Gordon. With the drive. 6 to shoot. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Ooh, that is a tough shot.
Detroit's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. The great one with the bucket.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Lowry looking around. Pass to Embiid. Inside. Outside for Jackson. Embiid with the screen on Ivy. Goes up on the high post. And it's the great one with the rebound. The great one's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Cunningham with it. And it's Martin picking him up. Cunningham passes to Duran. This one for 3. Rebounded by Jackson. The 76ers trailed by 19. On the wing, Gordon. Offline with his 3. And it's Detroit's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's the great one. There's the 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Some changes for Philadelphia. Yabusele, he's checked in for Martin. Kelly Oubre comes in for Reggie Jackson. And Maxey subbed in for Kyle Lowry.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Detroit leading by 21. Going inside. Thompson outside. Duran with the screen on Gordon. And it's the great one missing. Philadelphia's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter.
Heads up on the money pass by Maxey. Great vision.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. Here's the great one. Lets it go with a 3. Oubre pulls it in. Oubre's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Maxey. Sinks the three-pointer.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Now here's Duran. On the wing, Thompson. Here's the great one. Jacks up a 3. Connects again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Pass to Yabusele. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Yabusele's got 9 points now in just the second half. Cunningham passes to Duran. Now Ivy from deep three-point territory. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Yabusele, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Asar Thompson. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics, and there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
Paul George, he's checked in for Eric Gordon.
So fast of foot, on the run, Asir, tough to catch.
The 76ers trail by 18. Maxey passes to Oubre. And George kicks to Yabusele. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists tonight.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Shot's good by Duran. And the Pistons lead by 17.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Pass to Yabusele. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Unselfish play by Maxey. He's learned to get his teammates involved.
Thompson right side. And here's Cunningham. Here's the great one. It's up a 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Oubre with it. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his second personal foul.
And he makes the first.
At the line for your Sixers.
And both free throws good for Oubre. And timeout call by J.B. Bickerstaff. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And as we check out this year's contenders for the dunk contest, we get a look at some of the showmen, the best showmen in the NBA.
And with the names on that list, you know we're going to have a crazy competition this year.
Take a look at Thompson. He'll have a spot in the contest if he can hang out of the number 4 spot in the voting. And with his skills, you know he'll have a shot to win it if he can make it in.
He's going to have a great shot. And Kevin, he's going to give it everything he's got if he can make it into the contest. I bet his dunks have some serious thought being put into them.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
He gets that one.
Yeah, a natural scorer. Ivy is developing into a tremendous playmaker.
Outside, Maxey pass to Embiid. To the paint. Here's Yabusele. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Cunningham passes to the great one. The tray. And another one falls.
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history. And the shot goes in.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
From deep, George. Rebound by the Pistons. The great one's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Back to Cunningham. Over Maxey. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Detroit.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And they put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1.
Good! Another from 3.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. 44 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Launches it from deep. They get it back. And Duren slams it in.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be. To be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Embiid, the pass to Yabusele. Philadelphia moving the ball around. George, that's a 2-pointer. The 76ers again can't hit it. And so the Pistons can now just hold on to the ball. Here's the great one. Paul George grabs the miss. Maxey with it. And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching tonight's game on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
can't believe you still have the energy to get all those shots up.
Does it say 2K22 in the title?
That's gotta be. Great snack right here. All these triple decker PB&J. Are we 12? Sounds like a lot of sugar. Come on, let's go make a promise. Cut out the butt.
Yeah, absolutely. Got a spreadsheet with 4 names to start with. That's fine. At least 3.
Live shares?
Yeah, around 40% career, no volume.
Nice. Send me them. Hey, so this Sunday, hoops and hamburger to my place.
You cooking?
On and off the court.
Okay,
Good night,
leave it.
Way to bring home that W.